Today, we'll be embarking on a journey of discovery, exploring a few intriguing aspects of our mind. First up is the ego. Often misunderstood, it's our conscious self, the identity we present to the world. Then we have the subconscious, a vast reservoir of thoughts, beliefs, and experiences, hidden away but influencing us in ways we may not even realize. Lastly, there's the conscious mind, our aware self, the part that makes decisions, thinks, and experiences the world around us. Though they may seem like separate entities, the ego, subconscious, and conscious mind are actually interlinked parts of a complex system that governs our thoughts, feelings, and actions. So, let's get started, shall we? Let's delve deeper into the fascinating world of our mind. Think of the ego as the captain of a ship, navigating the vast seas of reality. Just as a ship's captain uses their knowledge and skills to navigate through the unpredictable waters, the ego uses its understanding to traverse the complexities of our world. The ego, you see, is our conscious mind. It's the part of our identity that we consider ourself. It's the thinker, the decision maker, the part of us that interacts with the world around us. It's the part that remembers, plans, and considers. It's the part that feels pride, embarrassment, happiness, and sadness. It's the part that says, "I." But just like a ship's captain doesn't sail blindly, our ego doesn't operate in isolation. It takes its cues from the world around it and from the deeper parts of our mind. It's constantly absorbing information, processing it, and making decisions based on that information. It's an active participant in our lives, shaping our experiences and reactions. But let's not forget, the ego isn't just the decision maker, it's also the storyteller. It creates narratives about who we are, how we fit into the world, and what our lives mean. These stories help us make sense of our experiences and give us a sense of identity. They guide our actions and reactions, shaping our lives in profound ways. And just as a captain must balance the needs of the crew, the demands of the journey, and the unpredictable nature of the sea, the ego must balance the needs of the self, the demands of the world, and the unpredictable nature of life. It's a delicate dance, a balancing act that requires skill, resilience, and flexibility. In its role as captain, the ego must also deal with the inevitable challenges and storms that come its way. It must navigate through the rough waters of conflict, the foggy mists of uncertainty, and the icy winds of fear. But through it all, it remains steadfast, steering the ship of our life towards our desired destination. In essence, the ego is our conscious self, steering the ship of our life. It's the captain of our ship, the navigator of our journey, the teller of our story. It's the part of us that experiences, decides, and interacts. It's the part of us that is consciously living our life. Now, imagine the ship's cargo hold, packed with memories, emotions, and experiences. That's your subconscious mind. Just as the cargo of a ship holds items that influence the vessel's weight and balance, the subconscious mind is a treasure trove of past experiences, emotions, and memories. It's like the ship's cargo hold, a vast and deep space that's not always visible, but always present. This part of your mind is like a diligent archivist, carefully cataloguing every moment of your life. It is the storehouse that holds all your learned skills, from tying a shoelace to driving a car. It remembers everything, even when your conscious mind has forgotten. But the subconscious mind is more than just a memory bank. It's a powerful influencer, silently pulling the strings of your thoughts, feelings, and behavior. Just as the weight and balance of a ship's cargo can subtly affect its course, your subconscious mind can steer your life in directions you might not even realize. It's important to understand that the subconscious mind isn't a rogue agent. It's not consciously plotting or scheming. It's simply operating based on the data it's been given. It's the part of you that reacts instinctively, that feels deeply, and that carries the imprints of your past. In its silent depths, it holds your fears and hopes, your dreams and nightmares. It's the part of your mind where your deepest desires and most profound insecurities reside. It's where the voices of your past speak to you, echoing in the chambers of your mind, influencing your thoughts and feelings. But remember, just as a ship's captain can learn to navigate despite the weight and balance of the cargo, you too can learn to navigate the influences of your subconscious mind. By becoming aware of its presence and understanding its power, you can begin to steer your own course, charting a path that aligns with your conscious desires and goals. The subconscious mind, then, is the hidden depths beneath the surface, silently shaping our journey. As for the conscious mind, think of it as the lookout on the crow's nest, constantly observing and interpreting the world around us. Imagine being on a ship, sailing through the vast and unpredictable ocean. You are stationed at the crow's nest, the highest point on the ship, with a panoramic view of the sea and sky. Your task is to keep an eye out for potential dangers, opportunities, and new directions. This is what your conscious mind does. It's your mental crow's nest, your mental lookout, always alert, always aware. The conscious mind is our awareness of the present moment. It's where we process new information and experiences. It's where we make sense of what we see, hear, touch, taste, and smell. It's the part of our mind that's tuned into the now, the current situation, the immediate environment. It's the part of our mind that's fully awake, fully engaged, fully present. Think of the conscious mind as the ship's lookout, alert and aware, providing the ego with the information it needs to make decisions. The conscious mind takes in the information from our senses and processes it in real time. It's like a radar system, scanning the environment, detecting changes, identifying patterns, making connections. The conscious mind is where we experience feelings, thoughts, and perceptions. It's where we form ideas, make decisions, and solve problems. It's where we learn, remember, and forget. The conscious mind is also where we exercise our free will. It's where we make choices, take actions, and shape our destiny. It's where we express our individuality, assert our autonomy, and manifest our potential. The conscious mind, however, isn't a solitary entity. It works in tandem with the subconscious and the ego, forming a dynamic trio that governs our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. It's like a team of sailors, each playing a unique role, working together to navigate the ship of self through the sea of life. The conscious mind, therefore, is our aware self, keeping a vigilant eye on our surroundings. So, how do these three elements, the ego, the subconscious, and the conscious mind, interact with each other? Picture, if you will, a ship embarking on a voyage across the vast, unpredictable ocean. The ego, the conscious self, is like the captain of the ship. It's responsible for making decisions, for steering the ship in the right direction. It's the part of us that says, I want this, or I don't want that. The captain, like our ego, is influenced by both the cargo it carries and the lookout's observations. Our subconscious mind, the hidden depths, can be likened to the ship's cargo. It holds our memories, our past experiences, our deeply ingrained beliefs, all the things that we may not be consciously aware of, but that nonetheless influence the direction of our journey. Just as a ship moves differently depending on its load, our actions and reactions are shaped by the weight of our subconscious. Then there's the conscious mind, the aware self. This is the lookout on the ship, the one who observes, who notices the details. It's the part of us that is aware of what's happening in the present moment, that can say, I'm feeling happy, or I'm feeling sad. The lookout, like our conscious mind, provides valuable information that the captain, our ego, uses to navigate. The interplay between these three elements is a complex dance, a harmonious voyage. Our ego, guided by the observations of our conscious mind and influenced by the weight of our subconscious, navigates our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. It's a dynamic process, a constant balancing act. Sometimes the seas are calm and the journey is smooth. Other times the waters are turbulent and the voyage is challenging. But always, always the captain, the cargo, and the lookout work together, each playing their crucial role. Together, the ego, subconscious, and conscious mind orchestrate the symphony of our inner world. So to sum up, our mind is a fascinating triad of the ego, subconscious, and conscious mind. The ego, our conscious self, is the character we play on life's stage. It's the identity we've crafted, shaped by our experiences, beliefs, and societal norms. It's the I in our narrative, our personal storyteller. Then we dive deeper into the subconscious, the hidden depths of our mind, where our primal instincts, long-buried memories, and ingrained habits reside. It's a treasure trove of insights, quietly influencing our thoughts, feelings, and actions, often without our conscious awareness. Lastly, we have the conscious mind, the aware self. It's the director of our mental movie, the one that makes decisions, processes information, and experiences reality in real time. It's our immediate awareness, the now in our story. These three elements constantly interact, influencing and being influenced by each other. Understanding these elements can help us navigate the vast seas of our mind, leading to a more fulfilling and enriching life journey. Thank you for joining us on this short voyage. Did you learn something? Like this video, subscribe to the channel for more content.